Oh, now I've found my voice. You missed my whole intro. I had a whole thing. I was going to be all like, doodly doo-dah, and I was predicting whether or not it was going to be Dylan. It was a really good bit. You guys missed it. I'm going to put that on you. You guys should have telepathically known how to not even lip read because I wasn't even facing the right way. You should have just known. You know what? You should have known to email me, to write me at brian@schwa.com and say, Brian, I know you, and I bet you're going to do advanced robot camera controls today. And I suggest you remember to turn on the microphone. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Don't worry about it. Old people learning to stream. Old people with their old people references. You know, setting up the routing on a Rodecaster Pro 2 is kind of like Fibber McGee and Molly. Is that too old of a reference? I actually don't know any Fibber McGee and Molly references. Oh my God, I really want that robot dog with a flamethrower on it. I'll tell you one thing I do want to do that I think is going to be really rad. I'll show this off. We got an old-timey phone, one of those with a speaker, 2 bells, and you listen over here, and it really does work. But it's got a dialer on it, and I don't want it to do that. So I was thinking a really fun build would be to put a Raspberry Pi or whatever small computer in there that actually runs on an LLM. So that you could, and you would pick it, you put the thing up, and then you would dial, only when you actually dial 0, would a robot voice say, operator, and then you'd say, I need Bonnie Brushwood, stat, and it says, hold please, and then it'll actually figure that out, it'll find Bonnie's contact information, and then, I don't know why this part's important to me, it'll call my wife, Bonnie, and the robot will say, operator, you have a call from Brian Brushwood at Modern Rogue World Headquarters. Will you accept? Please hold. And then it'll come back. It still won't connect me. It'll say, I have Bonnie on the line. Will that be all? I'm like, yes. And then the two of us will be talking. And then I can hang up at the end. Don't know why. I think that would be awesome, though. And I guess it'll plug in. That'll be the secret thing is I'll dial 0 and I can also, also play the Jurassic Park theme across campus when the International Space Station is due to pass over. And then, because I have if this, then that. And this is like the ultimate playground for that kind of stuff. And that's part of the reason we are finally at the end of that 5-year journey of getting this place up and running and reasonably fucking awesome. And so now is the part where I need to figure out what events that we're going to host here where we can make this like just the raddest maker shop hub combination studio / Wonka factory that runs on joy that the planet has ever seen. But I got to figure out the right way to, I got to figure out the right way to not overbook everything and to not overpromise on everything and to sort and select for the right kind of enthusiastic folks who just want to be part of, like there was this delightful moment. I met a magician, Giancarlo Bernini, who came by like within 48 hours of this place all set up and running. And he was just gobsmacked at like, first of all, it's a weird privileged position that I'm in for any magician 20 years younger than me in that they grew up watching me, which breaks my brain. I'm like Nickelodeon era Don Herbert, like doing a second lap on Mr. Wizard's World stuff. But he was just getting to be there, but he was blown away by all the automation and the fact that we were able to just sit down at the table, and in about 70 minutes, we busted out 4 complete episodes because we had 2 robot tracking cameras following each of our faces. We had 1 wide shot, and we had 1 shot following the action on the table. And I didn't have to do hardly any manual processing on any of the microphone stuff because the mics weren't plugged in just to a raw Zoom, but instead they were plugged in to the Rodecaster Pro 2, where they got properly engineered, compressed, equalized, and podcast quality audio. So it's already processed audio. So I just scoop everything up, and then in one click, they all go over to the editing PC, and that's next up. I'm going to show you guys. We'll do some live editing sessions together, but over there, you just throw everything in, and there's a mode in Premiere where you just basically live switch. You watch the 12 minutes that just happened, and then you hit buttons like you're TDing, and now you got coverage. After that, you nest everything. Part of the reason I'm talking this out is that there's no better way to learn than to be teaching. You nest everything, and then you just do an edit for time. And then after that, you do a polish edit, and you add sound. And we spent a whole day. I no longer trust any licensed materials. Hey, Riley, good to see you guys. James Randolph says, robot face tracking cameras that don't get randomly distracted and go off on their own. Cool. Still working on some of that, but we're getting better. They're good enough that if sometimes they forget which one is the real daddy and they need to be gently corrected. They need to be reminded. In fact, let's go ahead and start in on all that stuff. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start. You know what? I guess I should. Let me also throw on. Here's what I'll do. I'll pop out this chat. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Chat. Do 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 do. We'll do this, and then I'll do Stream Deck software. There's that. Okay. And then we can switch this over to, I guess we could make part of the quad shot. Oh, I know what we could do. Well, here, we could do a 2-shot. We'll take this shot and then we'll edit it to we'll change the layers here so that we got desktop capture on the right. That'll be fine. And then we'll change this to bot 1. There we go. So we can do it like this. Hey, Brett Weaver. All right, Brett. So here's where we're at on this setup. First of all, the Stream Deck, I believe it's Plus. Let me double check here. Okay, I'm going to get cozy. So, I think, is the music level all right? Let me know if I need to tweak that down. Stream Deck Plus is the jam. And like I suspected, an awful lot of the things that I wanted to do, I wouldn't know until I had played with it for a bit. And now we're at that point where I played with it a bit, and there's a number of times that I organically reach for things and discover new tidbits. One of them is right here on the default page, this main one. The not knowing what else to put, I put zoom in, zoom out so that you'd be able to, and I guess I'll zoom in here so you guys can see it. Oh, is that as far as I can go? I guess that's as far as I can go. Yeah, unless I do this. And this. It's funny, the blind spots that strike you. You're like, well, I guess that's as far as it'll zoom. And you're like, no, dummy. You can physically move the thing closer. Or it's like, oh, I can't adjust for that dark spot. Oh, you know what you could do? Put a light there. Okay, so in this case, most of these buttons I like a lot. compensation is a good middle ground for when you're using automatic levels. I'm undecided on automatic levels. Well, as the lighting gets better, I'm more comfortable with automatic settings on the cams, but I want the ability to manually do stuff. And that's not something I could do currently. Zoom is fantastic. I like that there. This button right here that says focus between going manual and auto, I do like it. Let's see what happens when I autofocus it, because it's nice and easy, but it's also duplicated on this button. I don't have it set as a dial. I have it set as 3 buttons in one. So it's actually clicking less focus, more focus when I do this. But then when I click it, it turns on autofocus, and that acts as a pretty good, easy thing. So even though there's redundancy here, I don't think I'm going to remove it. I do love the close-up off and on and the wide shot off and on. I may swap those. And of course, you're monkeying with the shot and then finally it's ready. So you want to be able to take it. Now we get into the problem, because once I take this shot, going back to the old shot, I have to use a foot pedal. For right now, the foot pedal's not plugged in, and I'm comfortable with that. Like wherever this will be, if there's a foot pedal that allows me to go back to the previous shot, then I'm okay with that. So I'm not going to worry about a backsies one on this. But, oops, I definitely just banged. Boy, that's kind of crazy. Look what this is also on the to-do list, is put a light grid that hangs from the ceiling, because, like, look at that. Just walking or stomping my feet, when it's zoomed in, you get a lot of that. So zoom, I like the manual focus. Compensation is good. And then this is menu navigation. You turn left to go to a different camera. Although it looks like, yeah, look at that. For some reason, oh, I see what I did. I tried to get clever. It's set so it's page 4, 3, 2, 1. And then if I twist, it doesn't go to page 5. It goes back to page 4 again. Yeah, that seems like a clever thing past Brian did. And that works, except if you twist a lot. Oh, I guess it, yeah, there you go. If you twist a lot, you get into phantom territory of like page 5. And then if you keep twisting after that, now you're just monkeying with your shots. Because on page 5, this is sort of our staging page. We got 4 previews here, which I like. So we have 2 modalities. We're talking about like the number of the cams, cam 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I click this, it gets me straight to cam control. When I click this, it goes straight to take shot. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then back to here. But at this point, I've now lost my ability to go back to that same 2 shot that we just had. So what I added was, if I go to page 4, or actually I can go to page 5, and then if I swipe, now I'm on a phantom page 6, where I just kind of threw in for grins, as we needed it, the ability to do some on-screen stuff. Those are all Candy Chrome things that we'll eventually use and will have a purpose. But what I really need is I need 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and build a 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm going to take this 6 and put it all the way to 10. So that'll be 10. Yeah, so we'll have 2 lands. So this will be 5 is our hub, right? That's our overview, which we like. One thing I'm absolutely going to get rid of, though, is the fact that when you press this button, it powers off the camera. So in the middle of the heat of the moment during Great Night, I didn't accidentally click this, but what I did is I accidentally just tapped the button here. Yeah. Yeah, I see what it did. That turns off the camera, and then I turn it back on. So, you know what? This should be my gateway into advanced controls. So then we have a take shot on one. We have regular controls on one. And then from our hub 5, we could go straight to advanced controls. And by the way, the video previews, that's all done through vMix's web interface. It's got this thing where it basically is, it's an HTML interface, so you could do it over your intranet. And it just basically does a slow motion version of what you see on the vMix screen, right? So imagine that in a web interface. But because there's a web interface, it can take that preview and very kind of slow motion share it on here, which is enough of a thumbnail for you to know kind of what shot you're looking at, like we were talking about. If we go to 2, 3, 4, 5, there you go. To this, you're able to see the quad shot on there. Oh, but then, yeah, there's got to be an easy way to get home at all times. And I think I'm fairly well attuned to this being my go home button. And, okay, so think about this. So if my go home button takes me to the core shot, and then we got basic controls that are page 1, 2, 3, and 4. Advanced controls take me to 5, or I guess 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I guess I'll do some basic math on that. So let's start with this one then. First of all, let me turn on autofocus, I guess. Okay, so tedium. We can do this. I can handle tedium. So this one needs to become navigation. So we'll do go to page 6. And then we'll do go to page. I don't want to get too clever and put like 14. No, that'll be too much. Go to page 6. We'll say 7. I don't know if I love having to subtract 5s in the middle of doing all this stuff. Yeah. Navigate to, go to page 8. Navigate to, go to page 9. Okay. So now what does home look and feel like? It looks like everything's the same. It looks like we could still zoom in and out over here. But then I got basic controls, and then lower right takes me home again. But now I'm like, no, I want advanced controls, so I could click here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to want is a duplication of that core control that I like so much. So I wish I could just, can I copy this? Oh, I can. Great. So let's put it on 6. Yeah. Paste 7. Paste 8. Paste 9. Okay, so now what do we got? Let's go home. All right, and so now, oh, nope, I just did a dumb thing. So I would go back to my previous shot using the foot pedal when I have it plugged in. And I'm at the core menu. And let's say I want advanced 1. And I'm like, no, I don't. I want to go back home. Then, so lower right hand thumb always becomes go home. No matter where I go. And if I accidentally hit it here, worst case is I go to advanced on 4. And 4 is universally the Brian cam. So that's the most likely cam. So 1 is always guessed. 2 is always color shot, whether it's a ultra wide or a third guest or whatever. 3 is the wide, because that's the one that's inside of the teleprompter. And then 4 is always the Brian shot. So that works. Yeah, okay. So in this case, we'll go to advanced 1. Let's figure out the events controls. First ones. In general, I'm a big fan of make mistakes. Make mistakes, figure out what's wrong. It's hard to just guess what's right. It's easy to go to 0 with 1 and then start using it, and then you'll notice when something just feels wrong. You'll notice when you're like, that's not right. And then the moment you notice something's not right, then it's really easy to double down and fix it. Shouts out to everybody in the Twitch chat. G James B is here. Max Trollbot wants me to stop slandering robots. Mighty DH was digging on my enhancing. And Renagu was saying they should have a version with joysticks and a fade handle for this kind of stuff. Yeah, at that point, you sort of get outside of Elgato's core strengths, because they really have locked in that prosumer level, and I trust them to not overcomplicate the bit. That's branding is basically your reputation score, and they've developed an astonishingly good reputation in a very short amount of time with me for little things like all of the icons and buttons being just so thought out of all things like OBS bot widgets and so on. Speaking of which, so let's decide. Okay, so how do we want it different from these shots? First of all, I do think we should duplicate the take. So I'm gonna copy this take on 6, and I'm gonna put it in the same place. And I'll do the same thing on each of these. I guess I can use keyboard shortcuts. I was not doing that, so that... Oh, shit. I guess it doesn't matter because I have to manually set up the shortcuts for these on vMix. So, well, hell, I guess that's another opportunity. So here's how we set up the shortcuts with vMix. And so now, okay, so now I have to be conscientious because I'm officially branching from the canon. So I'm going to do save as. Actually, first I'll do some of these, then we'll save as. So we're going to go to shortcuts. One thing I would love to know is how many of these are duplicate things that I no longer need. But I'm going to guess that it's not a problem on a lot of these. So bot one slow. Yeah, I'm not going to, oh, you know what? That duration is a bit of informational bandwidth where I could sneak notes to myself. Because when I look at all of these, they're all the same. And my problem right now that I'm encountering is I don't know which of these do what, or which of these go to which button, because I'm not going to speak ABD3D or ADB3D. So instead, I'm going to take an insignificant difference, the duration on the take, and I'm going to bury a little bit of information in it that'll only be seen by me. And then that'll make it easier for me to know whether or not something was a bad experiment or not. So I'm going to add a button. We're going to find a button. Oh. Oh, so I just realized there's no easy way. No, there will be an easy way. That's okay. That's another thing. This take button isn't just a take button. It's also a very easy visual cue of what mode I'm in. So I'm going to press it. There we go. And its function, we'll say wipe like the others. And instead of 1,000 milliseconds, I'm going to make it 11 milliseconds. And then that makes sense. Kind of like 1.0 versus 1.1 would be the more advanced. And the input would be bot 1. And I guess in theory, I should be titling all these. That's the way normies would do it, but I ain't got time for that. There we go. Okay, so now this kind of becomes the label to remind me that I'm in bot 1 advanced. And then maybe right here, I'll put go to page. I'll do navigation, go to page number 1. And then that could take me to normal camera mode. Oh, then this should be advanced. And I should just rely on this button for autofocus. That does solve it. So navigation, go to page. And I'll title it Yeah. Okay. So 1 advanced is where I'd be going. And that'll be page 6. That's fine. I guess there's no getting around. You can't have it say 1. Maybe I'll do I'll do bot 1 advanced. Maybe make this a little bit bigger. Maybe even a little bit bigger. What's a better word than advanced that fits? Bot 1. Cerebro. Is that too much? Cooler. Yeah, I'll just do cooler. Bot 1, but cooler. Hey, and Daxter, good to see you. All right, we'll say bot 1 cooler. Well, I don't know. Cooler's kind of an aged out dorky word. There's got to be a better word than cooler. Bot 1. Flex mode. Bot 1. Oh, here we go. Steroids. I like vengeance mode. Bot 1. Vengeance. Oh no, that's too long. Complex. That's pretty good. Turbo. I'm gonna do turbo in honor of or either that or 9,000. Bob 1 turbo I'll leave for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy these and then I'll do this for now, this for now, and this for now. And then I'll change these. We'll go bot 2, page 7, and then bot 3, page 8, and then bot 4, page 9. There we go. So now let's see how we like that. First of all, we can go home like we always went home. And then we got oh, that's great. So if you accidentally touch here. Oh, it didn't take me there. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Or did it? Yeah, I'm on page 6. I guess I didn't go to basic. So I have to go to page 5. I'll copy these. Copy this. Oh, you know what? Now, okay, so now what that makes me want to do is call this bot 1. Make this on top. Basic. So we have basic and turbo. Yeah, all right. I'm here for this. Copy. Bot 2 basic. This also makes it friendlier for casuals using it. Bot 3 basic. Bot 4 basic. Jarvis, that's pretty good actually. T800. I'm gonna stick with turbo for the moment though. Turbo's pretty funny. Okay, yep. All right, so we still got the focus knob. Yeah. All right. Bot 2 turbo, bot 3 turbo, bot 4 turbo, home base. Oh my God. Yep. Why not? You know what? Here. Oh, there you go. Wait, where's my bot 1 turbo? Where did the word turbo? I know I typed it somewhere. Ah. Why did I put... Oh, that's bot 4 turbo. Got it. Got it. Okay, so I want to copy this here. And I'll put it here. Except for that's not right. I have to go page 1, bot 1 turbo on page 5. That one. All right. Page 2, turbo, page 5, navigation. Yeah, they do have buttons. There's different modes, Daxter. There's knob mode, but you can set it to be a button press in the middle and click to the left is a button, click to the right is a button, which is the way I have them in different modes. Here, they're in button mode, but here some of them are in knob mode, like Zoom 1, and others are in button click mode. So where were we? We got, let's see, bot 1, bot 2, bot 3, bot 4, and we got 2 of these, so we need bot 3, turbo. Oh, guys, it's just going to get more complicated, isn't it? It's going to get more bonkers. All right. Bot 4 turbo. Beep, bop, boop, bop, boop. Okay. kind of want to change this to simp. But actually, or maybe remove the word basic. I'll leave it. Yeah, that's how I have it set up, Dexter. Dexter asked you could do both, like knobbing for manual focus and touching for autofocus. The way I have it set up, oh, this one's not set up right. Ooh. So, yeah, all the others are. I forgot on this one. So here, I'll show you. So right now, this one is set up to focus for, but I don't want that. So instead, right now, it is focus for. By the way, I've decided that instead of numbers, because the numbers sometimes get read out of order, I no longer think of the cameras by numbers. I've given them names based on their serial numbers. So this webcam ends in QRK. So the webcams are Quirk, UGG. UGG is camera 2. It's notoriously difficult. It's slow to show up because it's got a long cable. UXQ, I couldn't come up with a mnemonic, so I've decided since it lives alone inside of the teleprompter, it's like a Vulcan, so I just call it Meep Moop, and then Whelp. Whelp? And that's me. That's, or I think that's one. At any rate, so in this case, we're no longer going to have this button here. Instead, I'm going to do an action trigger. Action trigger. And then what I'll do is I will make this, we'll go down to OBS Spot, go to set webcam. And it's like, well, what do you want to set? Well, what I want to set, oh, I should check which, yeah, so bot 4 is Whelp. Nope, 1 is Whelp. Bot 4 is Quirk. So now I know that I have to go to Quirk. So this action trigger, what I have to do is I will go webcam Quirk, and that'll be focus, manual focus. Oh, no, it's not that. Whoopsie. Let's do set, I guess it's adjust webcam. But it will be Quirk. See, it's already faster that I have them names instead of numbers. Manual focus, step, a down 1. Oh, can you show the current value? Oh, you can show the current value? I'm going to have to redo all these now. Okay, all right. So now we're going to adjust the webcam. And this is going to go on Quirk. And then we're going to go to, nope, it's not adjust. It's set, Quirk. It'll be autofocus on off. And then we're going to set. You guys will notice that I'm saying it out loud. That's another thing, is when you say things out loud, it operates and involves other modalities in your brain. The hearing part of your brain, the kinesthetic part of your brain. Brian is a Vulcan. What a polite way to say on the spectrum. So now let's do manual focus. Did I just do the wrong thing again? I sure did. I thought we were setting webcams. Isn't that the way? Manual. No, I guess it's adjust. Brian is dumb. Manual focus. Yeah, I got tripped because of the... yeah. Okay, so now... Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good, because that's one of the things that is frustrating, is because I keep saying like more or less on numbers, and now I could say specific numbers. And I'm like, better 18, 13, better this one or that one. So let's do, first of all, let's fix that right now on all of these. So we'll change this, and there's not too much to do on that. All we have to do is just say, yeah, show that value. Yeah, show that value. And then we'll go. Yes, show that value. Yeah, show that value. And then we'll say, yeah, show that value. And yeah, show that value. There we go. And now, I don't know why I'm paranoid about this, but I really do. I just want to export everything. Profiles, Icarus bots. I want to export. Devices, accounts, profiles. Profiles. I want to save. Export, backup all, create backup. Sure. That'll be a more recent thing. Yes, make this my default. Cool. All right. So now back to the task at hand. So 5 is home. We got all of that. Huh. Renagu asks, what are the odds on when Brian first says, I wish this Stream Deck had more buttons, a sentence 100% of Stream Deck owners ever said. You know what? I think I need another one of these so that there's one physically here at the switching station and one over there. Although for now, I'll just carry it around. Giacomo, yes, there is more World's Greatest Con to come. I can't say what it is though, but we had a production meeting on it yesterday. We started filling out the doc. We sketched out the shape of the story. Okay, so where are we? All right, so uh-oh. Nope, everything's fine. Never mind. Because this is home now. It doesn't look like home. I just looked and I was like, well, this can't be right. But it is right. So let's go to Bot 1 Turbo. We got this button right here. We want that to be programmed for Bot 1. So that's why we were in settings. And that's why we're going to add. Find this button. Okay, and this is Bot 1 we're playing with. Great. Function. Wipe. We'll code this as advanced. The display will be the thumbnail. And it'll be take Bot 1. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess that's all done then. Bot 1 basic, Bot 1 turbo. And then Bot 1 turbo. Straight from here. And then this button should be Bot 1 basic. So the same button takes me from basic and turbo. So let's go navigation. Actually, we can pinch this one and we can double it up here. So what does that look like? Yeah, there we go. So now the same button takes me from basic to turbo. And either one, this is a take button. And either one, this takes me back to mainland. So we're here. I'm doing this stuff. Oh, wait, but now I need advanced somethings. Now I'm in advanced land. And then this will continue to take me home just like before. And then this can also navigate me through. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And this continues to navigate me back home. Great. So this is in the center. And these cameras live. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, so I'd have to do this to step into this navigation. Yeah, and then this keeps me in this loop. So if I wanted to do the same thing, then I could also make a loop that keeps me. Oh, that's interesting. So we have total division of church and state. So this takes me, boop, over to this. And this is, I guess I'll go ahead and, yeah, so this should be bot 2 basic, which I can pinch from. So here, let's go ahead and at least label all these correctly. Bot 2 basic. And then bot 3 basic. And then bot 4 basic. Okay. And then the navigation controls this one, instead of this one going to the left, this one can take us to 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this one should take me to 9. Go to page 9. And then on 9, this one should take me back to page 6. Go to page 6. So now, if I've done this right, this keeps us only in the land of advanced controls. And this will become very intuitive. Oh, this is great. See, we have advanced controls here. Hawk, that's why I said turbo button, was for exactly that. Now, the one thing I don't love is once I go home, intuitively, this control I still want to tweak, but it's just going to zoom in and out. But that's fine. Oh, you know what? I hate to do this. But I have to. Can you swap 2 of these? Probably not. Oh, you can! Yay! Oh, we did it! Oh, except for I have to redo all those shortcuts. Fart in a dog's butt. Damn it. Because this will be advanced turbo, and then take you home. And all right, so let's see. Maybe I can learn a bit about. Hey, you, what are you doing? Get out of here. Okay, so let's go to settings. Let's go to shortcuts. Okay, so this one. Oh. Bought one. This one. Bot 2. Wait, this should be bot 2. this one should be bot 3. And then this one should be bot 4. Oh, wait. One of these is screwed up then. Shortcuts. I may have tried to get too clever for myself. Find. Well, that looks right. So now we've got, okay, so now the takes are all on top. The controls are clearly labeled beneath. And then I could either go straight to turbo, but like this one is bot 1. This one's bot 2, and you can see it zooming in correctly. This one's bot 3, and this one's bot 4. Yeah, that all seems right. And I'm on page 5, the center, the home, the hub. And so now if I hit this, and without thinking, I hit it again, I'm only alternating between regular and turbo. And so in this case, oh, you know what? I bet, okay. Let me see, do I have that 11? No, I don't have that 11, but I bet I can pinch some of these. Okay, so this is the first 4 bots. And then we have another lap of them here. One, 2, 3, 4. So maybe, hold on. Maybe I just want to find one for grins. 689EE. I don't see 689EE on here. So then I'll just pinch some of these. That can't go wrong, right? Oh, that's the one I stole away from that. That was 689EE. Well, screw it. You were made redundant. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to remove that. Boom. I'm going to remove you. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to remove you. That's right. If I don't know what it is, if I don't understand it, you're dead to me. And then I can come back and fix it later. Okay, so now in bot 1 turbo mode. Yeah. Oh, these have names. That's past Brian was into naming things. Ha! Classic past Brian. I really should name things. Oh, man. All right. I see you. I am part of the turbo team. But before I joined, I had to walk slowly. Okay, so... Well, then, I guess nothing to it but to do it. Let's see, take one of these that says bot 1. Change this one. Okay. And you know what? Fine. I will. No, I kind of like my 11 milliseconds idea. I ain't going to bother with all that. And then, oh, look at this. To go on to the next one, I'll just go boop. And now I'm in bot 2 advanced. And so now I'll just reassign this. Find this button. And then it'll go to bot 2. But again, it'll be 11 milliseconds. I'm sorry. Some robots will be annoyed. And then over here. Boop. Find. And then that'll be... Oh, it should be bot 3. 11 milliseconds. And then I'm probably breaking something at this point. Don't care, because this doesn't look terribly organized. Find. Boop. Wipe 11 milliseconds. Bot 4. Yeah. Okay, so now what do we got? We got, hey, look at this. We got bot 1, bot 2, bot 3, bot 4. These are all the advanced controls, and I can keep cycling through them. Yeah, neat. Yeah, we'll scoot this over. See? Oh, look at that. We're... doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Oh, yeah. If you go too fast, you end up at home. And then you just end up messing with camera 4 if you keep on twiddling. That's good to know. But we can go straight to turbo again. Or we can go home again. And we can go in basic. In basic, we're just going to keep on going through these. So now we got to decide. Okay, it looks like we got all of these cleaned up. Okay, these are all set to autofocus now. So let me go to bot 4. And I do like that I can see bot 4 and, or I guess I want bot 1. If I, oh yeah. So the moment I start tweaking these, I lose autofocus. So when I turn this on, it's autofocus. Look at this. So the value is still set to 42. So you'll know. So that's interesting. So let's say I wanted to focus on something wicked up close like this, right? And then it's like, oh yeah, look, here's my fingerprint. And then it's like, okay, I'm done with that. And then, or I guess I could switch to autofocus and then it'll pull focus down there. But the moment I tweak this, and I'm like, it's good enough. Go ahead. That's cool. All right. So first thing, okay. So, and compensation, I like this the way it is for now. Same with zoom. I like that the way it is now as a dial. So let's go to advanced mode. And the first thing I'm going to want is exposure, auto exposure. Off and on. I know for sure I need that one. So, oh, we got set brightness and adjust brightness. Oh, wait, no, those are newer. Never mind. I want to go to OBS bots. Yes, I know that deleting a thing makes it go away. Set webcam, is that what we liked? Let's see, bot 1 is whelp. So, okay. Auto exposure on off. And then would it be adjust the exposure or would it be adjust? So this will be whelp. Well, let's do this. Things that we don't need to worry about zoom. That's basic level stuff. Compensation's already done. contrast, sharpness. Yeah, these are the knob settings. Manual focus, we don't need to worry about. I don't know how much hue I would be doing on the fly, but that would be white balance. But I would imagine, well, let's just try. We'll just play with some of these. When in doubt, just play. So these all have to be adjusts. So whelp and whoops, not that one. Whelp. So contrast. And this one was which one? Hue. Saturation and sharpness. I don't know, man. These all seem kind of in the weeds, don't they? I mean, these all seem... Although it does give me, if you see on this, it does give me data values like temperature. That gives me something. Here's... I don't hate that. But if we're messing with the color temperature, I don't know if there's an auto button for me to hit. Okay, see, all right, so here's what I want. If I get rid of auto brightness, auto exposure, contrast up and down. Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting out of any of these. Hue just seems like that's a silly one, right? So 5600. Oh, I think we have a Weimaraner running about. I think I'm about to have to go for a walk, beautiful people. I think I'm going to have to, I'll tell you what, you guys tell me what you want me to fix, and then we'll do that when I come back. All right, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later on. Bye-bye, 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 bye. Bye, guys.